Now, let's learn how to sort and filter data in a column of an Excel. We've spent all that time putting the data into Excel. Now let's do some sorting so that we can analyze it and get the data out of Excel. Here, I'd like to sort by size so that I can quickly see all of my 8-ounce olive oils and my 64 ounces together in one place. Excel does make it easy. Now I did want to point out that over here on the right-hand side, I have a little column of sizes. I do not want to sort that. So, you'll need to be aware that if there's any data you don't want to include in your sort, you either have to select all of your data ahead of time or you can make sure there's at least one empty column's worth of data in between that other column that you don't want to sort. Once that's done, I will click anywhere in this column that I want to sort by. And on the Home ribbon tab, all the way on the right-hand side, I'll click Sort and Filter. I would like to sort this from smallest to largest. Excel is smart enough to realize that this is numerical and instantly it sorts. It keeps everything else together so that all of my columns and rows match up. Here's my 8-ounce data, my 16 ounces, and so on. If you want to change, maybe we want to change and sort it by name. I'll select data in this column. Go back to Sort and Filter, and this time you'll notice that it's picked up that it's alphabet. So, it's going to sort it from A to Z. And now it sorted it by the name column. Something else that you may have seen is you might have opened an Excel spreadsheet before and seen arrows at the top of the header row. This is called the filter view. And you can use those arrows to change the data and only see what you want to see. For example, you may only want to see all the 8-ounce options. To filter the view, place the cursor inside the block that you want to filter. And on the Home ribbon tab, click Sort and Filter, and this time click Filter. That's what is going to make those arrows appear. Now that these arrows are here, click on the column header that you want to filter by. Now you can sort from here also, but what I'm interested in are these filter options down at the bottom. Everything is selected, and that's why everything is currently visible in the view. If I had a very long list of options, I can type for what I want to see here where it says Search. But the first thing I'm going to do is uncheck Select All. That's going to remove everything from the view, and now I can only see what I want to see. For example, just the 8-ounce options. I'll click OK. And my view is filtered. I can click on that arrow again and either click Select All to return it back to the full view or change my options. Maybe now I only want to see the 32-ounce options. I can even have multiple choices. Maybe I want to see 8 and 32. And again, if the list was very long, I could type in the search bar to filter it down. To get everything back, I'll click to select all, click OK. And I can see everything. To remove these arrows, I'll click Sort and Filter again, and click the Filter button one last time. Now, let's learn how to insert a recommended chart. Let's create some charts to go along with this data, so that we can visually see how that data is represented. For this first lesson, if you are using the exercise files, we are going to start here on sheet 2. To get started, click and drag and highlight the data that you want represented by a chart. Once it's selected, we'll change to the Insert ribbon tab and you can pop any kind of chart that you may want. But in this case, I'm going to click the Recommended Charts button. It's a great way to get up and running quickly with a chart. Excel is going to give me 4 options that it thinks I might want to use to represent the data. Here, I have a clustered column and I can see my exact data in this preview. I also have a clustered bar and here's a funnel chart. I can see down at the bottom that it's describing how it's going to visualize that data. I'll choose this one and click OK. It's going to dump the chart right in that sheet. Now, I can click and drag with my mouse and move it anywhere I want on that sheet. I can also hover my mouse over the dots and click and drag and make it larger or smaller. There is no right or wrong. Something else that happens is a new ribbon tab appears when I have this chart selected, the Chart Design tab. Now, in here, I can hover my mouse and see some previews of ways that I can change the way the chart looks. It's not altering the data at all in any way. This is purely cosmetic. I can select a new chart style, and over here on the left, I can click Change Colors, and I can also change the color palette of the data. Let's head over to Sheet 1. We'll do this again. I'll select all my data. Change to the Insert Ribbon tab, Recommended Charts. And this time I'm getting a clustered column because this chart data contains a little more information. It's a little more complex. It's clustering it. So, usually what I found is the first option is usually the best one. So, I'll stick with that. I'll click OK. I'll resize it. I might want to move it around though. I don't have to, and I can choose a new chart style. Now, there are more things that you can do. For example, I can click this plus sign to add or remove chart elements. I certainly don't have to, and I can turn off this chart title if I don't want to see it. I could have also clicked my mouse in there and renamed it myself. I'll show you how to do that in the next one. Let's head over to Sheet 3. We'll do this one more time because I want to show you that sometimes, though not always, when you select your data, you are going to get this pop up on the bottom right hand side. It's the Quick Analysis tool. I can select that, click Charts, and it's going to show me recommended charts right here. It's the exact same thing as changing to the Insert Ribbon tab and clicking Recommended Charts. It's just a quicker method to get there. I'll select this nice pie chart. This type of data is great for a pie chart. I'll make it larger and here it's recognized the title. So, I don't need to click my mouse inside and change it, though I certainly could. So, that's how to get up and running very quickly with some basic charts, so that you can easily visualize your data. So if you are ready to take your skills to the next level and unlock the full potential of your data, subscribe to my channel today. I can't wait to see you on the next video.